So without further ado, I'm gonna bring back on the host, Terrell the Poet.
Yeah. Cool. Second half. This is where we're gonna get a little bit fun. Before I do anything, so listen, there were some cards on you guys' chair. So that's our social. So any pictures that you guys take, please tag us at the Poetry Jam, just so we can extend our reach and obviously grow as a family. So
Don't forget the DJ.
And shout out DJ Rose.
DJ Rose on DJ_Rose, isn't it?
There, thank you, much appreciated.
Bullets.
Yeah, so listen, we've got an announcement in there. We've actually got somebody in there celebrating their birthday. Yeah, we've got somebody celebrating. So can I ask Larisha, please, to come to the stage? Larisha, come on. Round of applause to Larisha for celebrating her birthday, man. So happy birthday to Larisha. Yeah. This is from everybody in the Poetry Jam team. So we've got you guys, we've got a cup. We've got you a cake. That's got your name. I spelled your name right. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we've got cakes, red velvet.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So happy birthday to you. So,
are we not gonna sing happy birthday to her?
blood, lie my life.
No?
Lie my life, man.
Okay,
right, so
cool,
listen. Okay. So listen. I wanted to do something different with you guys. Yeah. Rory, turn the lights on for a sec. Turn the lights on.
I don't know how to turn them on.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. So listen. Who wants to win some money? £50. Yeah. All right. So listen. For a chance to win £50, yeah, I'm gonna let my mum hold it because I ain't gonna teeth it. This is the game. Yeah. It's a game of probability. Yeah. If you want to participate, you need to stand up. All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flip a coin, heads or tails. Real simple. If you think it's gonna be heads, put your hand on your head. If you think it's tails, put your hand on your bum. Not no one else's bum, your bum. Cool, yeah? Chance to win £50. Be honest, read and just, we need vigilators, please. Stand on either side. People are cheating, they kick them out.
I need someone to do the lights.
So if you want to play, you stand up. If you want to play, I'm gonna flip a coin. So just to explain the rules again. I'm going to flip a coin. If it lands on tails and you've got your hands on your bum, you need to sit down. £50. This is it, yeah? Okay, so if you think it's gonna be heads, put your hand on your heads. If you think it's tails, put your hand on your bum. All right, here we go. First flip. Don't cheat. No, this is it, yeah? All right, here we go.
The tail stick.
Tails. Head sit down. Okay. Round 2. Don't cheat. I don't know. Heads or tails? Put your hands on. Heads or tails? Go again. Yeah, pick again. Heads or tails? Okay. So okay. Heads or tails? Here we go. Second flip. Ooh. Tails. Round 3. Pick. Heads or tails? Pick. Okay, here we go again. No cheating. Okay. Tails. All right, pick again. Heads or tails? Pick again. Heads or tails? Tails. Who's deaf? Heads or how many got? Who's deaf? Put your hand up if you're still in. 1, 2, 3.
I bring them on the stage. Let them come to the stage. There's enough for them to go to the stage.
Stay there. No, it's fine. Stay there.
You sure?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Are you still looking, yeah? All right, here we go. Oh, wait. Do that again. Tails. Hey, tails. Last, who's in? Hands up. Okay, still in. Okay, heads or tails? Pick. Heads or tails? Pick. No cheating. Oh my God.
I flip the thing properly, blood.
I'm flipping it. Shush. God, wow. tails. Who we got? I'm flipping it. Pick again, heads or tails. Pick again, heads or tails. I'm gonna catch it. I'll catch it and flip it over, yeah? I'll catch it. Tails. I'm flipping it.
Can't trust you.
Flip again. Wait. Pick again. Heads or tails. Pick. All right. Ready? Go. Catch it. No, what's that? No, you didn't even flip it. Flip it.
Are you flipping like
Sing. No, I'll catch it. Did you catch it, yeah? Catch. Flip. What is it? Tails.
All right, let them do rock, paper, scissors.
Flip again. How many's left? 3, 4, 5. Tails. Seriously, it's on me. Tails never fails. You don't see that in school. Look, tails and heads.
Hey, we need another coin.
Give me the key. Mom, give me another coin.
Hey, Mum, make sure he gives you back your money, you know.
It's the same thing. Tails.
Hey, T, hold on. Is that my £50?
No, it's
that
not.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, shit. Sorry. How many got left? 4. 1. 5 and one over here. One over here. Okay. Heads. No one. Oh my God. So I got killed by £50. You can't do it again. You can't do it again. No one won £50. You have to save that till next month. That'll go in the kitty. We're going to do the kitty. So next month I'll double it. Wow, no money. Oh my God. So I got to double it. Next month I'll double it. Okay. Sorry. Wow. And I really wanted to give you the money as well. So you could tell your friends. I won £50 at the poetry jam. All right, now next month I'll do £100. So we're back 5th of April next month. All right, so second half. Yeah, rollover, lottery thing. No tax. No tax on it, yeah? All right, so listen. We're going to bring on our first featured act of the second half. This guy is absolutely amazing. He performed again with me at the Black Magic Awards. He's also doing this thing called Conversations with the Constellations. Absolutely, yeah, dope, hard. So check it out. So without further ado, the Black Jesus, aka Nipsey Hussle, bring on stage Nate the lyricist.
How's everyone feeling this evening? Everyone good? Yeah, we're in the building. Yeah, beautiful. What I thought I would do today is I thought I would take you guys on a journey of what poetry means to me. Yeah, keep that running, brother. Give me some volume. Yeah, fantastic. So poetry is about healing, first and foremost. This first piece that I wrote was a very healing piece for me. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Daddy Issues. I'll never rate a man that beats women. In fact, I'm more the type to leave a brother's teeth missing. See, I grew up around a father that I couldn't figure. I'd rather call myself a bastard, you could call me bitter. I saw my dad beating every girl that moved in. Truthfully, a youth for me would muse on why they choose him. Daddy gave me siblings, but he stepped out on the sisters. Left me with religion, a stepdad, and some issues. I guess it's repercussion when a kick becomes a symbol. Recognize a snare, don't just stick because it's simple. Being ride or die doesn't mean you die to ride. It was music to my ears when a hit would make him single. Stuck inside his crib, little baby hit the bottle. Whence I outgrew my patriarchal role model. Frequent use of alcohol would hinder his progression. Send him on a high, then it would lick him with depression. My daddy was a hustler, made his money fast. So the weekends that I saw him, we would always have a blast. but feel my mood swing when I open up my scars, cause I feel the deepest hate when I think about my past. I'd become reclusive, focused on my music. When I concentrate, I can squeeze creative juices. Candor on the page, see, I find it therapeutic to stand up on the stage and say my father was abusive. Truth is, it's productive when you think back and reflect, cause now I've spent a lifetime treating women with respect. Trust me, if we kicked it, you would see I'm not a threat. Cause I'm only trying to beat once I deep your intellect. A past I can't forget spells a future unforgiving, but the path that I was set is not the truth that I am living. See, a father figure, I figured my father isn't, so I learned to be a man by doing all the things he didn't. So spare me your applause when you see me holding doors. You ain't gotta date me cause I treat you like a lady. When I'm deep in thought, I hear the black woman is God. And I must say it's Quavity, it took the time to save me. You're witnessing a dynasty, reaping what it's sown. My father was a failure, so I'm fighting to atone. Polishing my crown and I'm reclaiming my throne, so I'm good to represent when I have children of my own. Thank you very much. That was very low, the whole thing was just like... Thank you guys, thank you. Thank you. That piece that's about as deep as it's probably gonna get, really. That was like, you know, I went into a space to write the piece. I feel, like I said, I'm gonna go on a sort of a bit of a journey, because that's what I understand the poetry jam to be. You know, is to show that poetry is not Shakespeare, you know, come hither, fine wench. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's none of that. It's like, poetry is poetry is a lot of things. One thing that poetry has always been, before I'm sure any of us in the room were alive, poetry has always been the voice of revolution. So I wanted to kind of bring that spirit in here today as well. I've got a piece that I like. It's called Ode to Malcolm. So I wrote it for Malcolm's birthday, I believe it was. I performed at the African World Federation, which was really good. And I just couldn't come here on this stage and share what poetry is about without bringing that revolutionary spirit with me. Is that okay? Can I bring that with you today, yeah? All right, fantastic. You may know me as Nate the lyricist, but my name was once Nathaniel Francis. Until this skin I'm in got me thinking, king, I need answers. I'm not French. I look back and see my story enshrouded in colonialism's stench, and it's up to me to clear the air, so I'm understandably incensed. There's power in a name. A name comes after I am. Why should I adopt the name of a white man? I am not responsible for the slaughter of families, the raping of innocents, the theft of culture and the proliferation of ignorance. I am no Francis. Nah, that's disrespect. Such was the message of our brother Malcolm X. See, there was a time, but a few generations back, where a brother and his sister could be separated. One renamed as Smith, one renamed as Wallace, both brainwashed and re-educated. The slaver's name was passed through generations to this day. And for helping me to see that, I think Malcolm must be venerated. To those of us who bear these names like Charles, Peter, and William, I implore you, take no pride in these names that we were given. Acknowledge the attempt to disconnect you from your heritage and revolt. Revolt, family, for we have the power to be a generation of revolutionaries if only we would revolt. We are the children of griots, architects, astronomers, and agriculturalists. What culture is this that enforces integration upon those who desist? Let Malcolm's example remind you that change, revolution, begins within. Don't just blindly accept your environment. Hear me, Empress. Feel me, King. Teach the younger generation of the power they can claim. When you have children, be sure to inject power in their names. My name was once a legacy of a people harshly oppressed. Now my name tells a new story. Signed, Nathaniel X. Thank you. All right. See, I kind of talked myself into a box now because I said that I wanted to show you what poetry means to me. How do I explain this next piece? Do you know what I mean? Because this next piece isn't really representative of what poetry means to me per se. But I'm gonna run with it anyway. So, quick question. I like to ask this question before is my future wifey in the room? Show of hands. A lot of beautiful faces, man. Calm. I had to check in it. I had to make sure. Do you know? These are guys. Okay, so the piece that I'm going to perform for you today, the third piece I'm going to do is called Letter to My Future Wifey. It was originally called Something Missing, but I switched the name up because it's my poem and I can do what I want. Right. I know you have as much love as I do, so patiently I'll wait until I find you. See, I know you next to me is I and I's destiny. I pray you stay in step, may the ancestors guide you. I ain't trying to settle though, meet me on my level so we can grow together no matter what's behind you. Glowing like oil, royal recognized royal, we can fix each other's crowns, we can break each other's cycles. My mother raised me well, so you'll never have to. I said, my mother raised me well, so you'll never have to. I can make us breakfast while you roll us up a fat zoo. You've been working smart, so when it's time to relax, you spend the whole day indoors chilling in my tracksuit. Where was your hand? What do you mean, geez? Where was your hand? I want to buy you presents, gift you with my presence, celebrate each other's wins and share each other's lessons. When I see you stressing, I'ma demonstrate discretion, help you overcome and turn a curse into a blessing. True, you say I'm happy being single, but I know a teammate is basically for EP. No doubt the outcome will be a family album, guaranteed to make your head spin when you see D. I said, true say I'm happy being single, but I know a teammate is basically for EP. No doubt the outcome will be a family album, guaranteed to make your head spin when you see D. Promise I'ma come correct. I'll give you the world if you only help me conquer it. You and I can bring the spoils back to the continent and raise youth with confidence, who live long lives as a result of our accomplishments. Wifey, I can't wait until our paths meet. Swear I'ma recognize your heartbeat. Listen, it's a given when the same rhythm pounds through my arteries. Marked man looking for my Amy Jack Garvey. I like to smoke leaves and read, which means you'll find me in between something red, something green, sitting next to me, queen. I can't build a nation till you step on the scene and you bless what you've seen. Why are you playing hide and seek? I've looked in the museum, I've looked in the library. Guess it's fine, everything will happen in its time and we won't lose each other when we find each other finally. I'm trying to build a dynasty, working on a plan, but overstand. First I had to learn to be a man. Studying yin only put me onto yang, so I'm trying to find a twin that complements who I am. The goal is to find a whole woman I can earn shit and half it with. Pardon me, I'm trying to find a partner I can partner with. Smooth talker, so I let her do all the bargaining, but tongue turns two-edged sword when we're arguing. I vow to be your shield, the defender of your boundaries. All I ask is that you use your power to empower me. I'm powerful and I know I am, but listen, until I find you is something missing. Thank you very much.
I ain't telling no lies, I just 5, 4.
All right, I got one more. I got one more. Reason for it is because I like to end my sets on a kind of on an uplifting vibe. So this is kind of like one of my favorite pieces to end the set. What are you saying? On a high, hey, no, not today. So I like to end it on an uplifting note. So the piece that I want to do is called Views from the Escalator. The idea here, there's like a theme of ascendancy running throughout the piece, yeah? So there's like an upfall kind of feel that I want you guys to take home with you today. I want you guys to sort of feel that, I want you to dwell in it, and I want you to lift yourself up with it. Listen, on the way up, I'm seeing more unity, more networking and creating opportunities. See, nation building really starts with our communities. Build up a desire, put us back up where we used to be. How far we've come, our father's sons, all black men, barring none, hold scars from young. Go back further in your story and see brothers draped in jewellery. Way before T'Challa, Mansa Musa lived the movie scene. Empowerment is economic. Focus on them Lizzies and how fast they leave your wallet. Give away your energy, you give away your strength. Plus, I know some brothers and they honestly do want it. Spend it with your people when you have the urge to spend. Give it to your brothers and your sisters and your friends. If you start a business and your countenance is black, then the circle you've just paid into will pay you back. I'm watching us grow as we look out for each other. Treat women as sisters and the older ones as mothers. Always show respect for the ones you take as lovers, but show the same respect when they're not under the covers. Don't be sour if you ask her for a number, it's a no. Love is work, take the opportunity to grow. Focus on your passion, maybe stack a little dough. Wise women only mingle once you've kindled up your glow. Escalate step by step, elevate with me. Utilize retrospect, you can rise quickly. Distribute the cream to your team till they're crispy. Give your own circle that cash you gave Disney. Wisdom of the older ones, receive it with respect. Because once they can't relate it, you'll be tainted with regrets. And while these other nations, they proclaiming what they've got, we're remaining patient, escalating to the top. Thank you very much, people.
Show no mercy on her. We was going back to back. We put a curfew on her. I was riding around in the V12 with the racks.
So you can find me on socials, Nate the Lyricist on everything. Nate the Lyricist on Insta, Nate the Lyricist on Twitter, YouTube, so on and so forth. I've got a couple tracks out, so please check them on Spotify. Let me know what you think. And it's been lovely. And also come talk to me. I'll be there chilling next to Samuel King and the man them over there. Love everyone. Thank you so much for having me, and I appreciate it.
We was lurking on her. They show no mercy on her. We was going back to back. We put a curfew on her.
Nate the Lyricist, well done, man. So, keep it moving, keep it moving. This next lady, I found her on Instagram, and she's actually hard. She reminds me of a Erykah Badu. Yeah, you know what? I just let her come do her thing for herself. Hey, Poetica, come to the stage, please, babe. Come on.
She take me high. Teach you all the sounds of love.
I'm not good at the intro thing, so I'll just do it. All right. The first piece is called 11.7% to completion. The mathematics. You've been doing this all night, it's the best. So incomplete. The ego lays in conceit. Incognito, tucked in so neat. Oh, how humility strives to be elite over narcissism. Unrecognized, I reckon I beckon strive to come and meet me to reason and overstand. Heavy thoughts and how I can leave them and keep peace close at hand, release them. Trekking and traveling through the wilderness on a wildebeest, passing through portals and seasons to yet another promised land. So many has one made dwelling places and habitations. I've seen hell in places and lacking patience to make moves. To be regurgitated out of Babylon's belly, but in lieu of making moves, anxiety and the deep overwhelm of everything being just a little too much for such a quiet and introverted spirit like this. The lyrics might slip in a minute, I might dip, cut the limits might rip like the boundaries of this round reality tearing at the seams, and it seems that I got this. More than I think I do, more than I think I does, more than I think I will. I stop treading water and sink deep in love. I am deep in love with love itself, and God is love. So where God dwells, the heart swells, the deeper levels, the spirit excels to stand in the face of Satan and malfunction the engineering of hell. Well, well, well. Here we are again. It's hard to just know that there may not be an end to this arduous road that entails your realest self telling the ultimate truths. You may become a strong tower of console in the youths, igniting the youths that are setting fire to the suits that are too big for their boots. Pushing dreams for the people who blindly follow, and it's an empty pursuit. Pockets empty, pursuit that you purchased. Was it worth it to look good for organizations and companies that destroy communities and come for me and come for your mothers, your fathers, your brothers, your sisters, your children? Your children are not your children. They belong to the Creator just like you do. Do not impose your idea of your purpose upon them. Support the Most High's will and plan for them and overstand. It's not God's will for us to live within the same plan, similar boxes. And we've always thought outside of them because we've never actually seen those boxes. There are no boxes. There are no boxes to think inside of. There are no spoons to bend with your mind, bruv. There is no spoon. Just soonish prophecies to fulfill, and if I do this properly, then until those blessed days where we can refrain from keeping it moving, I'm going to take every moment to stand still. To be still. And know God. Those quiet moments of clarity, clairvoyance, and cosmic communication with the Creator, working and hurting for when I am, or the complete version of self, so incomplete. Thank you. The applause stick. I'm gonna spit a few 16s, give a different flavour, you know. It's the 48 thing still. 101 is 2. All right. I want to be within your spaceship interplanetarily. In there standing readily, sincere, planning steadily on how I'm going to ensure that we grow up but grow young together. Stay childlike eternally and flow fun in the sun forever. Children of the stars, we supernova to this place here, breathed life into the atmosphere, and now there's no more space here. Too many big heads, big noise, and big egos. Too many hungry ones chasing the bullseyes and C notes. Too many master plans to destroy the prophets and the leaders, the geniuses, the ones who are clued up and the readers. Too many dividends, this hell mouth we living in, so we making heaven out of the sweet and the sour bitter end. That's why we glowing up through the Gideon, kicking it, ripping it with Matt Tarley, Benjamin and Simeon, and the other 9 sons of Jacob, waiting for the Hebrews and the chosen ones them to wake up so we can unite and commence Babylon falling into chaos before they offer us the pledge, and if not, come to slay us. So let's watch it all unfold, my dark night, as we wave shalom to our family of angles of light on this dark night. Because it pays to be pretty in a patriarchal paradigm. I slay and it fits me because I sparkle when I'm spitting rhymes. Because sex sells floating boats when it sets sail. I exhale when I breathe deep and then I exhale. And I was taught to not just think before I speak, but to breathe before I think, so I'm not sweating the technique and I'm not storing up the stink. Gotta stay cleansing the physique, keeping the prophecies in sync, the phantom poet with mystique. Yes, I'm the indigo child, I'm shape-shifted because I stay lifted. From the ancient of days when I was made gifted. I've been imprinted with this heavenly light. I see the people then waking up and it's a heavenly sight. Overcoming the obstacles of overstanding, flying high. The only time that I'm looking down is to make a sober landing. I've said the things and now it's time to spread my wings, sprinkling you of pixie dust and happy thoughts because everything is everything. So everything and nothing simultaneously. No boxes for me to fit in miscellaneously. I am myself shamelessly. You may catch me wandering aimlessly because I'm plotting on who I'm aiming to be. Enemies aiming at me. Because all the fake ones think I'm claiming to be something I'm not, but I'm maintaining the peace. I lay claim to the peace that everyone needs when they're from a city like mine. When they were raised in the streets, I'm so London. South London in particular. From Lewisham. From Lewisham to Lambeth, my angle's perpendicular. My attitude's a little grimy if you want to try me, from a place where the streets are kind of pissy and the weather is slimy. Hustling and grafting up in the slum we call the capital, taxes paying back to those who already have it all. Sounds like slavery, and I refuse to fall victim to that state of mind. Let me state a rhyme. I'm so black, so Caribbean, so Hebrew, so African, Ethiopian, here to speak truth. Slinging the ink on papyrus that I got from Tahuti and Osiris, giving thanks unto the Most Highness. I'm so wordsmith, griot, speaker, orator, poet. You never heard this microcosm creator flow it with the flow of an oceanic seraphim, heckling like a heretic. Here's the bar, and I'm setting it.
DJ Rawls, run the first track, please.
DJ? First track.
So he's having a little technical
The first track
difficulty
thing
back
still,
here, you know.
the
Sorry,
instrumental
sorry. Internet's moving a little mad
That
still.
hidden voice is like been creeping me out all night. Like, where is he? All right.
So the internet's moving mad still.
That's all right.
It's coming true. It's coming true. Say two jokes.
I'm not good at them. Riddles. Oh my God. Are you videoing? Let's see what's happening to you. A bit louder. Turn it up. Yeah. I remember you rapping and scatting to intergalactic jazz licks. You were mad sick the way you did that there. You were mad sick, ahead of your time, ahead of your grind, ahead of your own mind. Futuristic love songs that spill prophecies of biblical lore when I stand in awe of my God. And I remember you flowing so that you can reach the waterfall to fall free, right into the seventh sea and ride on the back of Leviathan, guarding the gates of the earth's heartbeat from the deceiver. And with your receptive mind, you're a wide receiver. You heard about the creator like me. I wasn't from where you were from, but you still liked me because you were the one who was just like me. Like looking in the mirror and seeing someone familiar, because I accepted myself but still neglected myself, and I rejected myself and who I really was. Soul sister number 2 from the line of Shem, like the Nazarene from Bethlehem, skin of brass, dust of the soil of the earth, diamond in the rough type of gem, shining in the sun with my black self. I'm beautiful and so are the rest of my people. Scattered tribes like broken glass. When I spilt milk from the mammary glands, I fed off when my mammy was feeding me, and wet nurses went through dry spells when their masters cast incantations on them, raising black and white babies on chessboards full of royalty and peasants, robbing the rich to give the poor presents of wisdom and knowledge wrapped in sorrow, telling stories of tomorrow like prophets in the midst of gossip. And they can hear God telling them what to say, and his words come to them in sparkling dark matter through the gaps in their teeth like piano keys, made from the tusks of mammoths and the horns of unicorns, battling with hybrid centaurs and fawns. Now brace yourself, because this goes deep, deeper than rabbit holes and little white girls in blue dresses who are more curious than a Cheshire cat with a strange message. Yeah, I have a little bit to say because I've done a bit of learning. You're gonna wish you knew the God of Jacob, because Babylon has a lot of burning to do and returning to you. Yes, you with the dark skin and the strenuous past, the necks, wrists and ankles encased with yolks of iron and steel, and you wishing you had the license to kill. Walking around the tenements with no shoes on your feet, all your clothes were hand-me-downs from the plantation to the shanty towns. But before all of that, we were the greatest children of the promise. Before we became thuggish, we got punished by our daddy and been grounded ever since, waiting on Palestine's prince to kick in the door and waving the 144 with his army of righteous seraphims, and their skin is rich with melanin and the Most High's image, watching the Armageddon and waiting on the grand finish, recording all of these events on sacred scrolls to save all of the righteous souls so that we can look back and remember me, rapping and scatting to intergalactic jazz licks. to the hip hop in my heart. Being poetry is my art. Let's take it back to the start. Let's take it back to the start. Thank you. The last instrumental thing, DJ Rules. When you're ready.
I only got sent one, you know.
Hey Terrell, what go with the instrumental thing? Hey Rose, what go with the instrumental thing? Might just send it. Can you send it to her now, or is that out of the question? The instrumental thing kind of sets it off still, but all right. All right, B. Just be. Just breathe. Journey till you come upon it. Treasure chest of revelations, hidden troves of epiphanies, no hesitation, with the desire to grow, epitomes of a quest ascended, epitomize, because your best never ended, so bend it. Water, element manipulator, heaven sent and hit it later. Break the beats and harness the wind, funnel the sunlight to garnish the skin. Bathe in the residue of shooting stars so you never be starless within. Only immerse yourself in darkness to nurture growth and harvest the win, even when you feel heartless and tin. So oil the hinges, water the witches, melt away the wickedness and spoil the snitches. Overcome the overwhelm with overstanding, undermine the underworld of understanding. Inner goal, the inner self with inner standing, stay standing. Fall into your feet, you're installing defeat. Lay vulnerable for viciousness to keep you incomplete, unfinished and undone. Missing chords on masterpieces, so the songs are unsung. When the chords, the missing chords, when searched for within are imprinted on our tongues. That's why we speak with completion. So lost travelers can finish their missions because they heard the answers and the guidance from the voices of diction. Please do not think this to be fiction. Reality is what you create it to be. Imagine the theoretical forsaking the truth to be free so that the inner child can hoist their sails and take to the sea. The sun walks on water. Whether you believe this to be sun rays or the son of man on the waves, do not let your ego and perception of what is or isn't keep your mind in a daze. Feels like we've been here forever, and I've been rhyming for days, but I digress because it's time to just be and give your whole the praise. I'm no one special, I'm just a poet. Got a seed of love in my heart, so I gotta sow it. I'm no one special, I'm just a poet. Y'all gave me a word in my heart, so I gotta flow it. Thank you very, 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 very much.
Big, about so small, about this length, about this width, about this flow, about this gift. Instinctly and me right up your alley.
Yeah. Cool. Yo, Poetic, that was deep, man. That was well deep. Proper things. So, our third and final featured act for this evening. This guy, correct me if I'm wrong, did you climb Kilimanjaro? Was that right? Yep, okay, he climbed Kilimanjaro. That's the mountain, isn't it? Yeah, he climbed Kilimanjaro and he done spoken word at the top. Mad. So without further ado, my brother, Louis the Hippie, come to the stage.
Life too short, mine is built with the report. Speaking about me and you, since they got me off the porch, I've been beating black and blue. Story of my life, tell me something about you. Where you from? Did you stay or did you run? You ever thought that?
I said I got paps all in my face, ready to snap. I told them, please don't shoot me, I'm only black. And that's not an act, because it won't win me a Grammy, but maybe I'm just being uncanny. I'm feeling so unapologetic. Spoke to Middle England back roads and they don't get it. Spoke to the man them back votes, they said forget it. Because you don't ever see a man like us go get elected. While they're running for the parties, I'm running out of electric. So talk about the cash and the man them might check it. Talk about the roads and the man them might rep it, but talk about power, not one man has got it. But you and the man them, yeah, you roll deep. Could have brought a business, every Mando's got a rollie. Burgers for the bitches that you brought breaking Ozies, but could have broke steak with your homies. I'm from that single mother background too. The type that gets knocked down but is back round two. So don't say I got the heart of a lion. I got the heart of a broken mum trying. Go school, no money, but your shirt was still ironed. Fuck it. As long as man ain't got the jack-ups. School canteen with the food I get jack up. Can't tell man shit, man, I throw away the rapper. Shit, I rep for the manor. With a wicked man, I get ragger. But still keep it British with the mashes and the banger. It's that land of living joy where more chance you'll be in a gang than be employed. And if you really want to bring arms, it'll be deployed. Because man would rather sit and do time than get buoyed. And these kids, they bring toys. We went from knock down ginger to knock man's wig off. And this shit is no accident because the conditions that we live in really ain't flattering when a dealer can make more money than a graduate. But feds can't touch her, man, with a bachelor's. Because there's food in the kitchen, but there's the power's in the cook. I mean, there's money in a box, but the power's in the book. Take a look. Proud man. Honours on his CV. Because you can raise the heat, but can't take a man's degree. That's Paps. Well, go on, you good? Well, go on. Let me get a story, little sit-down thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tyro, bro. This is a bad boy event, you know. You look good, yeah? I'm gonna do something, so I got a spoken word audio sit-down thing, you know what I mean? I got, shout out to the poets, though. They've been doing a madness all night. I don't know if you guys have seen, I don't know, it's weird, because I come and I do shows and I'm like, bruv, I'm doing the same poems, but actually, they mean a lot to me, innit? Especially where it's like, I put out a book called Turning 30, because obviously, man turned 30, and I'm not really on this naming thing. So, and I'm performing some pieces from there. It was like an important journey for me, actually coming up to write the book and say, right, cool, these are the pieces that kind of summed up my evaluation of the 20s, because it's a weird place. The oldest I ever felt was 28, 29, I turned 30. I felt like a new fucking man. So I'm gonna do this piece called Mum, because it's about my mum, obviously. I don't do this naming thing, but but yeah, let's just do it. Mountains bow to her, nations declare war when they found her. She the gem, everywhere she goes, a sense of grace follows. To you, I'm always a student. I loved you when I pictured you a goddess, but never fully appreciated you until I saw you a human. And with all your flaws, I'm still in awe. I mean, how did you lead me through the dark when you wasn't even sure of the road ahead? And when you were running on empty, that's when you truly gave more. And you aren't made of anything special. I mean, you are as ordinary as all the other Amazon women we read about and adored. You are as ordinary as all the other women that shaped and changed this world. And I've taken you for granted. Thinking you were made of magic, assuming you were floating on this majestic level. It wasn't until I realized you were just a regular woman, I said, damn, this is special. Mistakes justify all the times you tried. I thought you had the heart of 1,000 horses when I saw you run. Little did I know you were tired. And every time you cried, my world flooded. Your tears were oceans to me, and I was always chasing waterfalls. I always thought you had the kindness of an angel. It wasn't until I realized you were just a regular human being. I said, damn, this is beautiful. I see men and women every single day, but there's something about you that is slightly unusual, and for that, I apologize. Taking you for granted. Too busy assuming. Should never have assumed. When I saw you flying from building to building, I just thought, well, that's what superheroes do. Because I've been spoilt by greatness. I've come accustomed to amazing. I always thought that cape was part of your costume. I never saw you changing, and for that, I apologize. Taking you for granted. Too busy assuming. You see, because I loved you when I pictured you a goddess, but I adored you when I realized you were only human. Mum. So yeah, that's the thing about my mum. Thank you. You know what it is? I'm going to do one more, yeah? But the reason why that poem means something to me, yeah? Dominica thing, Stack thing. Any Dominicans in here? Yeah, shout out to all 4 of us in any room at any given time. I feel you. There's only 4 Dominicans in one place at a time, blood. I hear that still. Island thing. Anyway, I heard that thing about my mum because I think it was like me having a daughter that when we realised that like all of our parents here are just human beings dealing with their own fucking flaws, but having to raise people as well. And I think it's easy to be like, oh, you know, this wasn't that, my dad was shit, but then when it's like, like, that's just another human being who's flawed just like me. It's just a different thing. So yeah, that's about my mum. Anyway, I got this another thing called Pain, and I wrote it because I was in pain. I don't do this name thing, cuz. Man, not do it. Man, not doing this name thing. I think this is going to be my last one still. And I like ending on this one just because I think every time I end on this message, it resonates with me. So this is as much therapy for me as I'm saying it to you. So I hope you allow me to explore my wounds and shit I've dealt with. Pain must be our favourite location because we always seem to revisit it, like yesterday. I knocked on Pain's door and I said, hey, excuse me, but you used me as a vehicle for you to use to fulfill your vow to be emotionally violent. I came to you as strong as a nation and you merely reduced me to an island and I demand an apology. Pain said, oh, here we go. First of all, no. You came to me as strong as a nation. Look at you, acting like nations haven't been conquered, like empires haven't been diminished. I have annihilated nations twice your size. Why did you think you'll get an easy ride? You came to me and I tarnished your so-called throne, but my name is Pain. This is what I do. Let it go. I looked again and I said, Pain, since when were you so cold? I rid the waves in the hope that we could swim, but at very least we could float, and instead I drowned, and it was you that pushed your waves onto my boat, and I demand an apology. Pain said, oh, here we go. First of all, no. Listen, beneath me is the sea. I've drowned whales to whales. I treat sharks like goldfish. You ain't seen the Titanic, no? Because my name is Pain. This is what I do. Let it go. I had my head down and I walked down the road, and I swear down, you have to believe me, because the further I walked away from Pain's door, the more I felt it leave me. Seriously, I was knocking on Pain's door, waiting for an apology, but Pain does what Pain has always done. It spreads and it infects, giving those who receive the disease. So I decided that day, instead of revisiting Pain, trying to change what Pain does, I'll leave it be. Stop knocking on Pain's door. It doesn't live there to heal you. Pain. And that's it, I'm done. You know what it is? I just want to say one thing about that poem, man. Like, no, one thing, just like a little disclaimer thing about this poem, yeah? I like performing that poem, but I hate the fact that someone had to make me write that shit. Like no one should be making you feel certain types of way where you're writing poetry about them. Like what? Real talk, like get in tune with yourself and own your own emotions. I know it's hard, but yeah, that's that painting. Anyway, you guys have been amazing. Thank you, Louis the Hippie. Shout out to her brother.
She can speak English. Do you love me or love seeking attention? I mean, which one is it? You keep calling me a twin, but twins ain't this different. Mentally, I'm already on next year. That's some 2020 clear vision. You saying let you finish. I ain't trying to hear it. I'm off of spiritual lifting, but I don't fly spirit. I'm off of finding happiness, but down to die serious. All smiles, Kevin Durant trials. Had to...
Yes. We'll give it one more time for Louis the Hippie, please. You guys enjoy the show? Cool. So this is what we do. This is what it's about. And first and foremost, I just want to thank every single one of you guys for, and you know, ladies and gentlemen, for buying a ticket and investing in me and my team. Because, yeah, thank you. Give yourself a round of applause for that, actually, mum. And DJ Raws, sorry.
Hey, if you're bigging yourself up, you gotta big me up too, blood. Come on.
So this is a family event. Like I've hired my family. I got my mum here, my sister's on the door, my brother the DJ, my sister's head of production. I've got Ali, my good friend, Shannon on my production team. I've even got my dad here somewhere. You got security at the back. you know what I mean? So I really do appreciate you guys coming out and, just investing in me. And I will definitely put on, we're coming back next month anyway, first Sunday of every single month. So the next one will be on the 5th of April. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. So I know Louis was obviously talking about, experiences that he's been through. And it got me thinking, and we have different personalities, yeah? So depending upon who we're around, we will display that different personality. So this poem that I wrote is called Me, Myself, and I. This is the first poem that I wrote. This is what actually got me into poetry. It's my favorite poem because this is where I had to critique myself, which we don't often do. So when I done it, I was fucking laughing because I was so honest. So I'm going to share this poem with you guys. Yeah, it's called Me, Myself, and I. I finally come to terms that my body is the home of three. Me, myself, and I. 3 people that can form an alliance as stand as equals. 3 people that, if given a chance, can change the outcome of any circumstance. Now, firstly, there is me. Me is a representation of everything positive in my imagination, who says no to obligations but seizes the opportunity in any situation. He doesn't know how to not believe. He applies himself daily in order to be better and achieve. And because of this, greater things his mind can conceive. Which leads me on to my next friend, who is the typical guy who likes to pretend. Allow me to introduce myself. Now, this guy is so fake. He constantly lies and makes mistakes. His words are wind and they hold no weight. Not one good personality trait. Unbeknown that his shit is made of glass and it soon will break and he will land on his ass. This guy makes me mad to the highest degree. I can't believe that this fucker's actually a part of me. But all is not lost. I have a surprise. My third and final friend, and his name is I. Now, I, to put it simply, is honest and effective. He won't have anyone around him that he personally hasn't selected. He's loyal to his friends and to his family who remains true. I holds everything together because he is the glue. He's the one person hardly anybody gets to see, and that includes family, friends, myself, and me. But when you see him, I'm certain you remember the time. He could be here right now as you're listening to these rhymes. But all in all, I'm going to need all 3 because they all make Terrell Lewis and they will make me. So my friends, I thank you. And now you know my reasons why. Here's to me, myself. That was the Poetry Jam. That's it. So listen, we're going to hang around a little bit more, come and speak to us. We're going to do some interviews with Asia J, the presenter. Make sure you tag us at the Poetry Jam on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Follow us, and you guys have been absolutely amazing. And I will see you guys next month. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, 5th of April. Lovely. Thank you.
You made my I almost cried too often. I put too much in your hands, so much regret in the end. It's a shame for you, it's a shame for me. Is the blame on you? I can say the same for